What purpose does the gentleman from Texas rise?
Thank you, Madam Speaker. At this time, I'd like to yield 2.5 minutes to the gentleman from Auburn, Washington, the gentleman, Mr. Reichert.
Gentleman is recognized for 2.5 minutes.
I thank the gentleman for leading, or for yielding, and thank you, Madam Chairman. I guess I'm glad that there's some bipartisanship here. I think that the American people really want us to work together. I mean, that's the bottom line here. We all want to create jobs. We all want to be more energy efficient, and especially in this economy, I think people want to lower their energy costs so they have more money in their pockets. I think our focus, therefore, is in the right place. But there's a more effective way, I think, to achieve these goals rather than a rebate check that's before us today. And that's why the House, I think, should instead take up a bipartisan package of tax incentives that I authored. Again, this is a bipartisan effort by Ron Kine, Jeff Davis, Earl Blumenthal, Chris Lee, and Tom Perrello. This bill is H.R. 4226 that expands the Building Efficiency Incentives Act. It is a more effective approach for several reasons. It puts incentives directly in the hands of the consumers through the tax code. It gives the people more choices to meet their needs. It's easier to administer. Tax incentives avoid the expensive and complicated middleman structure used to give rebate checks. When I was the sheriff, we applied for grants, and I know that some of the grants were from the federal government. They passed through the state government, and as they passed through the state government, they cost an additional 20% in administrative fees, therefore reducing the amount of money that actually ended up in the hands of the sheriff's office or police chiefs across the country. So I think the administrative costs in this bill we're about to vote on today remove some of the incentives for homeowners. It includes commercial property and new construction as well as home retrofits. 40% of the energy used in our country is in buildings like office towers, warehouses, and shopping malls. If we were really committed to creating jobs and saving money through energy retrofits, let's tackle the problem head on, not just a piece of the problem. So, Madam Speaker, I'm a little disappointed, well, quite disappointed, that the Rules Committee didn't make an order, our amendment, to consider this bipartisan tax bill. And I ask my colleagues to provide the House with an opportunity to do so, and I yield back. Thank you.
Gentleman's time has expired.